Anyway, let's zoom on back to what we were talking about.
Game day?
There. No, so we showed a video there that had just been released. We just put it out a week ago, whenever. We did a video for SNK, it was published by NIS, but the SNK 40th anniversary collection, they had us do a trailer for it, or a video, or whatever you want to call it. And
commercial.
Commercial for it, and which was really cool. That SNK collection on Switch, I was already really excited for. I saw it for the first time at PAX, and it has all these pre-Neo Geo SNK games, and they showed at PAX, they were like, has all these classic games. Oh, but check it out. Here's a feature that literally no game has ever had before.
As far as we're aware.
As far as we're aware, which you can watch a full playthrough of a game, like a YouTube video. You could scrub through it and watch the entire playthrough. And I was already like, that's kind of cool, put that on, whatever. Sometimes you don't know how to beat something.
Those old games are so hard. It's like, oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, so that's cool. It's just built in. You don't have to go to YouTube to see someone do it. And then it was like, no, but at any point, then you could press a button and jump into gameplay at that point. I was like, dude, that is awesome. I mean, that was legitimately one of the coolest features I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's such a simple idea, but God, that's so cool.
Yeah, so then they were like, you want to do a commercial for it? And it was like, oh yeah, we already knew what it was going to be about. It has to be about that feature. And so we thought, what if you could jump into the best parts of just life? And then it just went from there.
Yeah. That video was super fun to film. It's just little setups of little short bits that we thought would be funny what are things that you would just like to not have to deal with, like buying a car, the worst experience. The best part is getting the car, so let's just get that part taken care of, or, whatever. So I feel like we worked really hard on that video. We put a lot of effort into every single setup, and I think it turned out great.
Well, we should say, when we were writing the video, the immediate thing, so we were like, okay, what's a list of scenarios someone would just jump into? And the first one, Derek was like, sex. It was like, I don't think we can.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Well, the first one was hamburger.
Oh, was that the first one?
The second one was sex.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, well, that definitely does not work in this sense. So let's skip that one.
and then we had, it was an interesting challenge, because then we wrote the wedding part, and it was like, what if someone could just, we had this thing where it's like, somebody jumps in and it's like, you may now kiss the bride. And it's like, well, if someone jumps in on a wedding happening, you're gonna think like, ew, is he gonna she doesn't want to be kissed. And it was just like, oh, it can't. That's an ooky scenario. But then it's like, no, but if he jumps in and you think that for a second, you'll be like, but he just wants to say what the priest says, like, oh, I've never done a wedding before.
You may now kiss the bride. He gets to say that, and that's what he wants to do.
We make it sound really easy, but that was actually really hard.
It was hard to figure that out.
That was a hard,
because it was like, you can't just have this guy kiss this bride. That sucks. What an awful video. SNK's not on her wedding day, this stranger. Oh. Yeah. Well, what if he kisses the groom? It's like, well, is that any better?
Yeah, that still sucks.
What are we doing?
Don't kiss people that don't really want you to kiss.
But then Rocco had this brilliant idea of like he said, you think he's gonna kiss the bride, but then he just wants to marry them.
Yeah.
But then we added on that's great. Now let's make it as gross as possible. So
right.
He comes up and he licks and slicks his
checks his breath.
Kiss the bride. I always want to say that. So that was what it was like in the writer's room originally.
My favorite part of that video is it was in the moment. Derek was like, "Hey, just run from behind that tree as fast as you can to the wedding." And that turned out, that was such a funny shot of me just running.
This is gonna sound stupid, but that was inspired by Steven Spielberg.
Whoa.
It was.
I could tell.
I'm really big on, some people when they film stuff and make a movie, they meticulously plan every shot and it has to be what's on paper and nothing else. And I'm really big on improvising and inspiration, especially. And I remember watching Jurassic Park and Steven Spielberg. It was the first movie they did CGI, and so he could basically film anything and be put a dinosaur there. And he's on set, he's like, oh, I just was so inspired. I saw this tree and I thought, what if we just pan up to the tree and there's a brontosaurus eating it? That's the first time you see the dinosaurs. So he just on the set whipped it out. So I was filming Anthony, our actor, as the groom, And it's this space here, and you can just see in the distance forever, just like trees and trees and trees. And I was like, wait, I can see like Sean running through there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, Sean, get back there. You're my brontosaurus now. I'm inspired. Go. And that was, I think, the funniest shot in the whole video.
Yeah, that
so.
shot
I never
so
would have
funny.
guessed we'd connect Sean running to the CG dinosaurs.
There's always a connection.
Yeah.
It's like 6 degrees.
Damn.
So
6 degrees of CG dinosaurs.
let the lesson today be channel that inspiration, everybody.
Yeah.
It's okay to be inspired, all right?